online.
Hey guys, it's Brykks here, and reckoning the fourth DLC pack, the fourth and the last DLC pack for Advanced Warfare has just come out. I set my alarm for 5 in the morning. That's roughly when the map pack hits the Xbox Marketplace for my time zone. And then I quickly went back to sleep because I couldn't be bothered, and I remember how disappointing these map packs are. But 6 hours later, we got some gameplay in, and lots of fun on these maps. And let's just do a quick review of them. So let's get started. Right off the ass bat, we got Swarm. Swarm's a great time. Swarm's probably my favorite of the four. It's just a good balance of all types of gameplays. You got lanes on lanes and a shit show going down in the center at B flag. Lots of buildings, lots of different heights. It's a good time, and it's really orderly. It's not just a tsunami of entropy like most Advanced Warfare maps are. And it's actually really cool. There's an Easter egg I found out. As you may or may not know, Swarm is set in South Korea, which is awfully close to North Korea. And if you go into a building, I can't remember which one, it's in the right corner, I believe, you can actually find Kim Jong-un and Dennis Rodman bumping uglies. And I gotta say, I was just completely thrown off at that point. The animation was just immaculate. I would show it here, but my channel would get instantly banned. It was just insanely graphic. But nevertheless, a pretty cool Easter egg. So yeah, I give Swarm 2 thumbs up. But moving on the opposite side of the spectrum, we got Fracture. Now Fracture is, if Fracture was a person, Fracture would be like Rob Kardashian. Like, you're there and you're part of the family, I guess. But until you grow to 10-pin bowling ball sized breasts, you're kind of irrelevant for me. The problem with Fracture is that it would probably work on any other Call of Duty game, but it's just too open with the exosuits. People can just jump from lane to lane. I mean, if you don't have a silencer on, you're pretty much the equivalent to Bill Cosby's career currently, which is dead. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about Fracture. You know, it's not a good time. Moving on. The third map we'll talk about is Overload, and Overload is a much bigger map with lots of long sight lines. It's really good for sniping, but if you're not sniping, it's not really a good time because it's very big, and unlike most maps in Advanced Warfare, you can't just jump over these buildings to get to where you want to go. It actually keeps you on these lanes and on these long sight lines. So props to them for doing that. It is a bigger map though, and it's got these purple lamps all placed around the map that charge up, and anyone can shoot them, and they just Peter North ejaculate electricity around everything in its general vicinity, and if you're in that area, you're screwed. So it's pretty cool, considering it's not even a score streak, it's just part of the map, so anyone can do it at any time. It's really handy in objective game modes, as you can imagine, because usually the objectives are placed near them. So kind of a good time there. So I guess we're on to our fourth and final map, which is Quarantine. Now, Quarantine is an animal testing facility. I believe this is where Gary Busey resides. And pretty average map in terms of layout. It's kind of your just skirmish on the outskirts. And then I guess the cool thing is in the middle, things can get a little hectic, and the floor drops down, and it makes a big butthole in the middle of the map that you don't want to fall down. So not too much to say about Quarantine. It's just your typical average map, but nevertheless, it's a good time. I do have one complaint though. It is a little spawn trappy. It can get pretty easy to spawn camp people and, you know, locate where they're spawning and get them right off the ding dong. So other than that, it's a pretty good time. And that's all 4 maps. There we go. There it is, the end of the cycle. All the DLC maps are finally out for Advanced Warfare. I will be making another video talking about my general thoughts on DLC for this year in terms of Advanced Warfare. But until then, I guess the hype resides on Black Ops 3, so beta in a couple weeks. I'm super excited. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
And I think it's gonna be